This is Simon Wu with GameDistiller Productions, and I'm here on the show floor of RTX 2014 with Andy Dudynsky, aka Bravo, the community manager for 343 Industries. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, dude, thank you for having me. How's your show so far?
Oh, it's been absolutely fantastic, and you know, seeing the 343 panel this morning was great to hear a lot of the original devs and the new devs talk about their vision, the original vision, and now their vision for the Master Chief Collection as a whole moving forward, and of course teasing exclusives and revealing them. Always something good to sit on in the world premiere. So yeah, it's been great, and hopefully yours has been the same.
Yeah, it's been good. The panel was really fun. We were happy we could pack some reveals in there, and yeah, show's been good. I mean, there's so many Halo fans everywhere you turn, so it's a good show.
So, with the return of the classic Halo 2 multiplayer gameplay, you know, I've seen many of my friends, myself included, react to it with just a brand new Christmas present, the best thing you could possibly imagine. I remember I was very active on BNet during those days. You know, that was the reason I got Xbox Live for the original Xbox, was to play Halo 2. So how does the team at 343 feel about returning to the old gameplay?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things is just what we want to do for the fans is offering all these experiences, right, as people remember them for Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also creating new experiences, not just Halo 2 Anniversary, but letting people who didn't have a chance to play maybe the stories or the multiplayer or any of these games experience them on Xbox One at 1080p and 60 frames a second. So I think really it was looking at how do we go to the Xbox One, how does Halo show up on the Xbox One. We want to make it a big deal and something the fans would love, and even people who maybe even aren't fans of Halo yet could really love too.
And have you noticed the divide between the people who were there at 343 who went over from Bungie, who were responsible for Halo 2, and then the new people who maybe played Halo 2 and were huge fans of it, but now get to work on it?
What do you mean by divide?
As in, you know, the older people are reminiscing about, oh yeah, I'm so glad they're putting that in now. And then the new people saying, oh yeah, it's great that I get to do this. I always wanted this in Halo 2 when I was playing it as a fan. Sort of a generational divide, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's just really excited about the different things we're doing, especially like getting the battle rifle tuned correctly for Halo 2 Anniversary, right? Adding things like the gun use, which we just announced today. So there's a lot of, and especially in the Anniversary product, there's a lot of you know, how could we improve the sandbox and working directly with Certain Affinity, who's located right here in Austin. Looking at some of the director's cut, right? Adding a mid-range weapon like the assault rifle, which maps are going to remaster. So I think people who loved classic Halo 2 are going to be able to not only still love that game, but play it as it was 10 years ago. But people who are looking for something slightly different and updated can play that in Halo 2 Anniversary.
And rather than introducing just Halo 2 Anniversary on its 10th anniversary this year, you decided to go whole hog and let's do all of them for Xbox One. What was the idea behind that, rather than going on the sequential respective anniversary marks?
I think it was a crazy idea is what it was. When we first heard about the Master Chief Collection, I mean, we didn't really think it was going to be made either. Right? When first murmurings years ago, and we were like, okay, we're going to make this big old bag of games where you can play anything, and everyone's like, Halo 1 coming to Xbox Live for the first time. It was all crazy, but really what we wanted to do was create a sorry, there's so many distractions here at RTX.
I know.
But yeah, what we wanted to do is make all the games available, right? And how do we tell that story? So even before Halo 4 shipped, it was kind of like, what do we want everything to look like on Xbox One? And it didn't make sense to only do Halo 2 Anniversary on the new platform, because we want people to really just jump right into Halo. Whether you play the campaign 100 times or whether you're playing it for the first time, you can now play Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as 2 Anniversary. And it's also really cool to think about the fact that we're now also setting the table for Halo 5 Guardians, of course. And now players on Xbox One can play through the entire Master Chief Saga and get ready for Halo 5 Guardians.
And so can you list briefly some of the major aspects that are being revamped for this? Yeah, in your panel you described it as not a port, but an upgrade. Can you describe some of those substantive upgrades that you guys are working on?
Yeah, so like we said, we're not just remaking the game, we're upgrading it. That applies to both campaign and multiplayer. So in campaign, you have things like brand new skulls. We're shipping more skulls than ever before in a Halo game for campaign play. Let's see, we also have the terminal videos, which will be kind of connect the ties and tell the story of the Arbiter and also tie into to Halo 5 Guardians as well. We've also got brand new cutscenes from Blur Cinematics, which are absolutely beautiful and stunning. Of course, the full anniversary treatment on the campaign. So every block that you saw on a map has now been redone with a click of a button. By holding that back button, you can switch instantly between campaign and between old graphics and new graphics. We also have a lot more to share about audio come San Diego Comic-Con. There's a lot of remastering in the audio department, which is really exciting. And then in multiplayer, it was all about looking at which maps we wanted to remake. We chose 6. In an updated engine, we had to add dual wielding to this engine. We had to add playable elites. We had to make every weapon, the sniper rifle, the battle rifle, SMG, you name it, feel like Halo 2 in this updated engine, running at 1080-60. So lots of challenges associated with there that we dipped into a little bit in the panel. But yeah, it's really good stuff there. So really, whether it's campaign or multiplayer, Halo 2 Anniversary has a whole bunch of new experiences that when you turn that game on, I think you're going to realize, okay, this is the 10-year anniversary treatment done right. And that's what we hope.
Great. Thanks so much. That's all the time we have, but that was really insightful. Really appreciate your time.